cool tool to have. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool to have. Hey, who's in here? That's Johnny Beane. Johnny Beane, what's happening, man?
Hey, what is this? Who are you?
This
What am
is
I
the
doing here?
this is the Joe Wentz Project TV live broadcast, man. And Johnny was so kind to jump in, asked him if he'd like to do it, and he said yeah. So he's broadcasting live from the car
I drove
today.
in.
You drove in. You drove in. That's awesome. Let's see if we can pull this up right here. All right, cool, man. All right. Ben Coombs says he's the first to jump in. There's Jim Gidry. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing? That's what we got so far right here in the chat. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it very much. Sean Zimmerman jumps in, says, hey, everybody. Awesome, man. Now, did you get that link I sent you yesterday about breaking the ban? I sent you that through Messenger, I believe, about the Van Halen little documentary they did. And
Yesterday. That was still today for you.
well, yeah, I guess it was. It was
That
early
was like
this
at
morning.
3 in the morning or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it was. Yeah, that's pretty much right,
That was
man.
still today for me. I
See,
think it was after midnight.
yeah, I get my hours mixed up with the schedule I'm on, man. There's no telling. But yeah,
I got it though. I
yeah.
got it, and yeah, actually, I've seen it. I saw it probably a few weeks ago or something.
Oh,
I
okay.
I posted a link to it over in the Johnny Bean Discord.
Okay.
So everybody's looking at it.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you had seen it because I remember right when it came out, you said you hadn't saw it yet. And
yeah, because I don't have a TV.
right.
I don't have television or anything. So actually, when everybody was watching it, I was at Whole Foods pushing a cart around, and then my phone kept going off because people kept tweeting about it. So I kept getting tweets from what's it called, the Roth Army. They kept tweeting about it, and then Janie, was tweeting about it, and everybody was talking about it, and so I was interested in thinking, oh, this got to see it, and finally I saw it, and I'm like, why did I see that? It wasn't it wasn't good. Although maybe you liked it, I don't know. Myself, no, I
It was okay. It was all right. It's not nothing we don't already know. It was just something that came out of that camp that I wanted to see anyway because it was Van Halen, right? So, but yeah, it was. I mean, as you saw the reenactments of the people they had acting for those, for Eddie and Dave and all that, it was like, man, it was just, I don't know. I think they could have done better on that part, but they was wearing them horrible wigs and stuff, right? But
yeah. Well, we kind of talked about this over on my channel, and we were saying that it'd be cool to maybe see another episode of one of those on a different band, and see if it's the same actors in different wigs. Like if they use the same people for every part or whatever.
Yeah, that is interesting. I don't know. I know they got they do those quite often. I just haven't checked it out a whole lot. But man, we got everybody jumping in here. Mark Taylor, Charlie S, Sean Zimmerman. Let's see, Jim Gidry, Ben Coombs, JC Smith, Simon Williams. And how are y'all doing? Thanks for hopping in and checking out this live broadcast this afternoon. Appreciate it. Before I head off to work, yeah, I'll be back in the workplace today. Feeling a lot better, and whew. So yeah, we'll be back in the saddle, right?
Yeah, I saw that your wife posted on Facebook that you weren't feeling good. I think I saw that actually this morning when I woke up this morning. So
yeah, man, I had a some kind of stomach virus. I guess it's one of those 24-hour stomach flus or something. I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I ain't been around nobody except my family, and they're not sick. And I was like, man, where did that come from?
I think those that's known as the Arby's boo boo, the Arby's blues.
And the wild thing is, I didn't even have that. I had Bojangles. Bojangles out here is like is is like similar to like Church's fried chicken or
Oh,
something like that. And but yeah, I got a chicken sandwich and I got their fries are supposed to be like these seasoned fries. They're like really good. But I remember going to the window and having to wait a long time because the people they were just lost as usual. And I got my food. Well, first I pulled up to the window and she's like, "Oh, you got such and such with 2 sweet iced teas." I was like, "No, I got this,
mhm.
and I got my fries. And you know how you get them cold, rubbery, stale fries that have been sitting there for 5 hours, and they decide to give you those and scoop them up. And I was like, oh man,
Under the lamp.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to go. I didn't have time. I didn't sit there long enough. I said, man, I gotta get to work, and that's what I had. And
Well,
then
just
I cut.
next time though, remember this though, man. Seasoned rhymes with poisoned. Okay, just remember that. Next time they got the seasoned fries options, pass.
Don't take it. Yeah, don't take
No,
it.
no, no.
Yeah. Now they're known for their breakfast biscuits and stuff like that, which is really good. But I guess it was just bad timing on my part because it was uh I've never had a problem there, but that's the only thing I can think of because man, it was I was like, wow, that's crazy. So, but
Man, that's good though, man.
it's just one of those things, man. Just one of those things. But I don't know if it's you that posted this picture on Facebook and somebody reposted it or shared it. I think it was it Andrew Walton that might have shared it, and it was a picture of you, and it looked like from back in the day, and you were holding your what was that? What was it? Your Telecaster? Your Fender? Was it your Telly? And you had like
Yeah,
this cowboy shirt on, and I was like, I said that's not Johnny. And when I looked
yeah.
again, I saw that guitar.
Well,
I said, well, that is Johnny. You know, but it didn't look
if you
like.
would have known me, if you would have known me several years back, yeah, that was me. That was my look at the time. Was that shirt? I actually had like two or three of those shirts. Um, and yeah, the shaved head. I was doing the Mr. Clean thing and shave. Totally clean. Actually, if you look closely at that picture, I'm wearing makeup. I'm wearing
Oh,
like eyeliner and stuff, and
oh,
and that was the look at the time. That picture was actually from, I want to say, 2006.
I was about to say it had to be at least 10 years old, at least.
It was the
Yeah.
promo. It was a promo. That was like my promo picture at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
cool.
said promo.
Yeah. Get the seasoned fries with it too. No, I'll pass, please. Thank you.
That was the seasoned Johnny Beane picture.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh my God. Dry Heat 480. How are you, man? Thank you for being in here. All right.
Hey,
Awesome.
sorry,
Yeah.
I don't have the chat open. All I can see is Joe.
Yeah,
So
you want me to send your
hello to
invite
everybody.
directly through Hangout. So yeah, I'll read you the
Yeah.
chat, man. If somebody asks you something or something like that, man, I'll tell you. And Lord, so yeah, I went live late last night. If you haven't seen that, go back one video from this one. I did a late night live and tried to play a little bit. And I tried using that app again, Johnny, the Streamlabs app. And for me, when I go, when I record like that, I like to go direct, right? I go direct to my phone. I put it on the tripod and I set
Hmm.
my phone up and I go ahead and and have everything running direct from out of my Zoom R8 and all that stuff. And I went to the Streamlabs and it doesn't quite work for me because it has a lot of clicking and popping. Um, so I did that. I dropped off of that, went back to the YouTube live streaming app on the phone, and it worked a whole lot better. But now the Streamlabs app for me, it still works great if you're just doing something without plugging anything in and you're just doing something, it's fine, right? Um,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
I was going to talk to you about that. I was going to see how come you're not using it, because Streamlabs, that's basically, well, the way you're using it or the way you would use it is mobile OBS,
right,
right?
right, yeah,
And the quality is a million times better with that than with with Hangouts or
Oh yeah.
in fact, yesterday I was at the Apple store yesterday. You know Zipkin, Alex
Yes.
Zipkin.
Yes.
We were hanging out yesterday up in Walnut Creek, and we were at the Apple store, and we were checking out one of the, I guess it's called Apple TV. It's a
Hmm.
huge freaking TV, right? And it has internet on there. So we jumped over to YouTube, and I couldn't figure out how to use it because it's a game controller, you know. So Alex typed in my name, and we were watching some of my videos on this huge TV, right?
Wow.
And we were flipping back and forth between different videos, and the videos that were with Hangouts were like digi and kind of funky looking, you know, on a TV that's like this big, right?
It was real pixelated,
Um,
probably. Yeah.
pixelated,
Yeah.
pixelated, yeah. But the OBS videos were crystal clean, man. They're
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah. 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 That's. I figured that. Yeah. It's just for my setup for. I don't know for playing live. It just. I guess there's a lot more things I need to research with it. Because I would go live on the
Mm-hmm.
Streamlabs. See, the thing is, right when the way it works for me on this Android, and it might be different on the iPhone or something like that, but right when you hit the red button for record, even though it's private, it's still recording everything, and it shows me, I'm still putting in the title and all that. It shows. I was like, well, that's like 3 minutes of stuff that doesn't need to be on there, because I'm not ready yet. I'm trying to set everything up, right? And then you click where it says edit stream info and hit everyone, and you sit there, and it takes forever for anybody to realize you're on, because the people that did jump on said I didn't even get a notification, which usually that happens anyway with YouTube. But
That
but it said
yeah,
it was they said it was clicking and popping real bad, and I was like, man, golly. So I said, well, hang on, let me close this out and go. Let me go to YouTube app and try it there. And they said, oh man, that was as far as the audio. They said that was a lot
mm-hmm.
better. So it might be just different for my phone. It could be just, because some things are compatible better with the iPhone than they are an Android. It just
Right,
depends. It depends on the operating system, right? So
yeah,
and
yeah.
then so it works. The Hangouts, good Lord. The YouTube live streaming app works great for me for what I do, because I like to sit here and play live. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So, and what I always look for is try to use something where I can get the best quality I can, uh, going direct, input direct or whatever. So,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. We'll try to mess with it some more down the road. But it's just I just don't have a lot of time. That's the only thing, because I just got it figured out for YouTube. And I was like, okay, I got it
Yeah.
figured out now. If YouTube will just fix the freaking reverse angle, we'll be fine. And they still haven't fixed that yet. You know. And like I said, I just got an update. Yesterday. Yeah, I had like 13 updates. It was like 13 updates are now available for your, update all apps now. And I did that and came back a little bit later. Looked on the YouTube. I said, it's still backwards. What are they
You're
waiting
still
on?
left-handed.
Yeah, still lefty. Yeah, I'm like, what are they doing,
Uh,
man? Why would they've not addressed that? Now, right now, everything looks good because I'm not using my smartphone. I'm not using the YouTube live streaming app. I'm using Hangouts on my laptop. So
yeah.
it works. I'm not using an app on a smartphone. So everything is fine here. But
Mm-hmm. Am I backwards? Do I look backwards to you?
no, you're fine. No, you're fine. Yeah, you're
Can you
fine.
read that? Is that backwards?
That is not backwards.
That's
Johnny Bean
normal.
TV.
Okay.
That is normal. Matter of fact, I got an email saying that mine was being shipped. So mine should be here in a couple of days, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
they're quick, man. They're they're super fast.
Talk about your t-shirts, Johnny. Give a plug for your shirts, man. Where can people get your shirts?
Basically, there's a link in all my videos that says JB merch, t-shirts, stickers, mugs, you know. The company I use is called Redbubble, and they're based overseas somewhere, but
Mm-hmm.
they have hubs all around the country. So like if you like let's say you're where you are, you order a shirt or a cup or whatever, and it gets shipped out like the next state over from you. So you get the stuff really quick. Um
Oh, okay. I see what you're
And
saying.
I think what yeah, it's cool. I've been meaning to do the t-shirt thing for a long time now, and finally just had to figure it out. You know, like with anything, like with you and the OBS, it's something you just have to sit down and work through and whatever. And so far, I've got two different designs. I've got the one with this, this face on it, and then just the
Johnny Bean
text
TV.
or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
actually, I'll tell you guys this story here before. I think we're actually going live later. Ron Johnson texted me right before I jumped in here and asked if I wanted to go live later. So I think you'll see Ron and I at the regular time on this channel tonight, for a Wolfgang Wednesday. Um, but actually, I was at Starbucks last night up in San Ramon, California, and I stopped in to get an iced tea, and I'm just waiting for my order, and some dude walks up to me, and he's like, "Who's Johnny Bean?" Because I slept in this shirt. Okay, you guys, I was wearing the shirt yesterday, but he's like, "Who's Johnny Bean?" And I'm like, "Well, that's me." And he's like, "What are you, a YouTuber? What do you do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do vlogs on YouTube. I do guitar lessons, blah blah blah. Whatever. You know what I do. Whatever."
Right. Right.
And so he's like, "Wow, that's amazing." And he was blown away. And I'm like, "Yeah, I just decided, oh, it's time to get t-shirts. Whatever. Here it is." And he's like, "Well, hey, it's working for you because I asked you who the hell you are or what
Self
that is or whatever."
self promotion. There you go. You got to do it, man.
So yeah, it was cool. It was awesome. And but yeah, as far as the shirts and the designs and stuff, there'll be a lot of different ones um, coming up. There will be Howie shirts with Howie, and I think eventually I'm going to try to get a shirt with like me playing guitar on it, like
Okay. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like that picture you saw yesterday. Like not that one, but something like that where it's actually me like rocking out. I think those would be cool too.
That'd be a good
You know.
shot. That'd be a good shot, man. That'd be a good shot to put on a shirt. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I actually know of one shot already that was taken at a record store. The Mayfire. We played a record store in Berkeley, California. I don't know if it was Record Store Day or some event. And there's one picture of me that's pretty cool of me playing my telly and doing like a cool like pose, or whatever. And I'm trying to get that image onto a shirt.
Oh,
So we'll
okay.
see.
There
See
you
what
go.
happens.
Well, that's awesome, man. I'll be looking forward to that, man. Like I said, I ordered one a couple of nights ago and got an email fairly fast saying your order is being shipped. And that's like
Yeah.
you said, the different hubs around. That reminds me because just I don't know, probably close to where I work, which is like an hour away. There is an Amazon warehouse that they just built like I don't know, a couple years ago. So every time I order something
Mm.
from Amazon, it gets here. Even though I'm a Prime member and I get 2-day free shipping, sometimes I'll get it in a day because it's just an hour down the road, you know. So they have a hub here, which is really cool.
Huh?
Um,
Speak. Oh, can you hear me? Am I here? Is
yeah,
that
go
better?
ahead. I got you.
Speak. Sorry, I muted. Speaking of Prime, did you know yesterday was Prime Day?
No, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, yeah. Yesterday, all day there were all different specials and deals on stuff, and um, I was looking to get actually that thing we were talking about before we went live. One of those. I was actually looking to get one of those yesterday, but maybe I'll
Okay.
get one at some.
Yeah, I did. They sometimes they'll run specials like that so people can see what it's like to have Prime if you don't have it. And
Mm-hmm.
I was always on the fence about it until about a year ago, and I went ahead and signed up for it because not only you get free 2-day shipping, you can get on Prime Instant Video and watch all kind of different movies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kind of extras that you can get with it. And I was like, well, that's really not that bad. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
I signed up for it. So, and I love Amazon. I mean, that's really the one big, in my opinion, the one big competitor that Walmart needs to look out for, because that's who's challenging Walmart's business right now. And Amazon has put out. You saw recently You and I watch Adam the Woo's channel all the time, and you saw that video he did about Toys R Us where they went out of business, right? And who would have known?
Oh, we're peeking in the windows and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
it said the store was closed, and people were walking up looking in the window. I was like, why are these people trying to get in the store? And but what I'm saying is, you saw that Toys R Us closed, and that was, from what I understand, that was basically because of Amazon. Online shopping has just taken that store down, right?
Well, they've been, they look just like the one that Adam was looking at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I was surprised to see that big chain fold, man. They've been around for years.
Oh yeah, years
So.
and years and years. But everything's online though now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I would much rather get something online and have it delivered to my door than go. This is going to sound crazy, but I ordered. Where's the picks that I use? I'll show you, Johnny. I'll show you the picks that I prefer to use. But this is my last one. I like to use these.
I can't see you.
I know. Hang on.
Can you guys see him? I just see your avatar. That's all I see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the signal might be going bad or something.
For like the last 30 seconds, it's just been your logo.
Oh, that's terrific.
I thought you were changing or something.
Nah, can you see me now? Can you see me now?
No.
Or is it no? Okay.
In the chat room, can you guys see Joe?
I can see it myself on the replay here. I can see it.
Oh, maybe it's me. I don't know.
And
I just see your what's it?
Yeah, it's showing on the replay here. It shows me, but
it's the opposite. Remember back years ago, it was like, can you hear me now? Can you
yeah.
hear me now? Nowadays, it's can you see me now?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
But the picks I like to use are these Dunlop, the 1mm. It's got the turtle on it. And
are those the blue ones?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I was trying to show you, but for somehow you couldn't see it. But it's the 1mm, and
those are heavy, man.
The 1mm. That's what I like to use, and I don't have any more of them, so I got on Amazon. There's Big Dan Hall. Big Dan Hall, the accountant's in the house. He says, "I see both of you." Thank you, Big Dan. Appreciate it, man.
Oh, okay.
You. So that's on Johnny's end. Okay, it's not me. I was about to say, man. I was like, please don't let me be going through this again. My goodness. But but I went on Amazon and ordered like a 36 pack, and it'll be here in just a couple of days, right? So yeah, I could have went to Guitar, but I don't feel like driving way across town and dealing with that traffic. I just ordered, and I get free shipping, man. I get the free shipping, so it'll be here, and I'll have my picks, right? I'll have my picks. Adam Scheinberg. Joe, did you invite me to go live yesterday? No, sir. I didn't do any invites yesterday to go in live for anywhere. I did not. I think there's something going on with certain things. I had some invites for something that well, number one, I didn't want to be a part of. Number two, I had no idea, and I was like, why am I getting that invite? So it's weird.
Everybody's like, yeah, right.
I was like, really? I was like, why am I getting that? I don't know what that is. So who knows, man?
Wink, wink.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. We've had that conversation.
What? I don't subscribe to that newsletter.
Yeah, me neither. I unsubscribed from that newsletter.
Nesdall's News.
No,
Nesdall. Nesdall's News.
Oh man, here we go. Oh man. Oh my God. So what's the deal with Ron Johnson, man? He's been gone for a while. Has he just been kind of doing his own thing, or just taking a break from the whole thing, or what? What's your opinion?
Yeah, he's just busy. Just busy, and he would jump on. Basically, every time he would come on with us, he would just ask me, like, hey, you guys want to go on? Want to jump on? And then eventually we made it to where we had a schedule.
Right.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to turn my camera off for a second. We made a schedule, and so he knew like what days we were on. Then we've since changed the schedule, We're Tuesdays and Fridays now. And look, and here he is asking me if he can go on, and we're not even on today. See what I mean?
Oh, oh,
But since I'm here today, since it is Wednesday, he wants to show off his rig. He's got a new EVH rig happening.
oh,
So
okay.
he wants to show that off and talk about it. And like I said, so right before we went live here, he sent me a text saying, "Hey, you want to go live?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, all
Well,
right."
that's what I gotta say that about you, Johnny. You're always a good sport. When somebody asks you to go live and all that, you always jump in there, and that's really helpful. It's like I asked Johnny today. I sent him a text. I said, "Hey, man, I'm going live in like 20 minutes. Would you like to join me? If not, it's no big deal. I'll just play guitar or something because I didn't have nothing really planned to talk about. And he's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll log in." And so I was like, "All right, cool." So I'm here trying to get everything set up. And so that's cool, man. So I appreciate it very much. Yeah. So are you? You say you got more designs coming on your T-shirts now. Is that coming within the next couple of weeks, or is that coming, still a little bit of ways, or is that something that's about to come out very soon?
I think probably within the next couple of weeks.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, if anybody wants to check out these shirts, Joe Wentz Project T-shirts, there's links below. Check them out. My logo is faded on this one. It's I wear these shirts all the time. They're very comfortable shirts, but that's what I believe, man. I believe in self-promoting your own stuff. Otherwise, nobody's going to know because basically this store I have is basically fairly new. It hasn't been activated that long, so nobody has the shirts. So if you don't wear them, nobody's going to know. So that's why I wear my own stuff. A lot of people might think that's silly, but I don't. I think it's free promotion. You got to do something, you know. I mean, even Eddie Van Halen back in the day, he promoted his own stuff. They wore their own T-shirts. He wore his own necklace, with the charm, Van Halen charm. Remember that? I remember that. It's just part of it. It's just the way it is. Johnny's muted right now, so he must be busy. So let's see here. Ben Coombs, Mark Taylor. Simon Williams says, "Man, it's good to see you back, Dan." Yeah, it's good to see Big Dan back, man. He's been gone for a while, but glad to see you back, Mr. Big Dan. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're feeling better. That's awesome. Let's see. Big Dan says, "Happy early birthday to Jim Guidry." Yeah, that's coming this Friday. Jimbo is going to be turning another year older. Are you still at the DMV, Jim? Jim said he was at the DMV, taking care of some business, and I have to do that myself pretty soon. I had to go for a exam for my job, a physical, and you have to get a medical card when you drive a tractor trailer. The medical card is good for 2 years, but if you're on medication, that's only good for 1 year. Like if you're on blood pressure meds or whatever, then they say, well, instead of you having this for 2 years, it's only valid for 1 year. So my year was up, and I went and done that. That was last Friday on my day off. Went and done that, and sat there for, I know, over 2 hours. Finally, they got me back there. Got done, got my medical card. I went back to work, and the next week, my boss said he needs that card. And so he got it and took a copy of it. And he goes, "Now you just got to go to DMV and show it to them." And I was like, "Well, that's what y'all did. Y'all did that." And he says, "Not anymore. We don't." So now I was like, "Well, I'm glad you told me because otherwise I wouldn't have known." So now I have to go to the DMV on my day off and show them the medical card. They have to make a copy of it and put it on your driving record. And then I have to fill out a paper and all this other stuff. It won't take that long to do. It's just a matter of having to stand in line and deal with all this crazy. You know how it is when you go to the DMV, man. It's a freaking headache. There's 18,000 people there, and the people that work there aren't in a hurry to do anything.
Well, you know the trick. There's a couple tricks to that.
What's that?
Is you make an appointment, right? and so even though you have an appointment, you still have to wait in a bunch of lines and stuff. Actually, I had to go and get my stuff renewed this last birthday. So a couple months ago, I had to go and do that whole thing, you know, and it really wasn't so bad. I heard there's a trick though where you make an appointment and then maybe if you don't make the appointment, you show up on a Friday if you can, like early, like first thing Friday. And
Yeah.
I think I actually did that like 5 years ago, or the last time I had to renew. I think I did first thing on a Friday, and it really wasn't so bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do this Friday because, I don't get off work till like 4 in the morning. So I have to come home. I got to get some sleep. And I just found out I got a message that, my son has to go Friday to get some teeth pulled, some wisdom teeth pulled. So I'm going to have to, he don't have nobody to take him there. And, he can't drive home in that condition after they, do whatever. So I'm going to have to, take him there and bring him back home. And then when I leave there, I guess I'll go to the DMV and get that taken care of with the medical card. But it's just things you have to do sometimes, man. Sometimes you just got to knuckle down and do what you got to do because time off is so limited here. But I will say this: what is today? The 18th. So in 11 days, I'll be officially on vacation for a week. I'm looking forward to that because I'm not going to do nothing but just chill. And one thing that I do want to happen. I asked my wife. I said, on one of those days on vacation, I want to be able to cook out and make some ribs and steaks on the grill. Looking forward to that. Very much so.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to that. We're all on the move. Johnny's on the move.
Here, maybe this will look a little more familiar.
Ah, there we go.
Maybe a little bit.
Now we're back in the Johnny Beane Studios in California.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
There we go. Something like that.
There we go. Now, what does the temperature usually get out there, Johnny? I've always heard it's always nice out there, like in 72 degrees. There's no humidity, no mosquitoes. I mean, is that true out there? Is it always comfortable, or is it because out here it's just blistering ass hot with humidities out the roof here?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's here in Santa Cruz, it's usually in the 60s.
Wow.
And there's really no in the evening. There can be mosquitoes, but not. Oh, there I am. I've got the video on the computer now. I see you guys. No, it's very different. Very different here.
Yeah, I remember watching some of Adam's videos when he's out that way. He says it's always really comfortable. And then when he travels back towards the East Coast, he says, I know I'm getting closer to the East Coast because the humidity starts to get worse and the bugs and everything. And I was like, wow, is it really that comfortable out in California all the time? I just, I didn't know. I've never been out there, so I wouldn't know. So I figured I'd ask you.
It's always pretty nice.
But you would originally from Arizona, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, God, I might talk about it.
Sorry, I'm moving a bunch of stuff around.
No. Yeah, Arizona though is blistering ass hot though. So I guess that was a huge difference. You could tell a huge difference from there to where you're at now, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I lived in Arizona like 30 something years ago, and if you're born there, you grow up there. It's you're used to it. It's no big deal.
You're acclimated to it. Yeah.
But then if you go back, like I went back, we went back there on tour about 10 years ago, and it was terrible.
That's like quite a few years ago. My wife and I, we went to Florida. That's where her home state is in Florida, but she grew up in a town called Bradenton, Florida, which is about 45 miles south of Tampa. And we go there, and man, you talk about it's just unbelievably hot there, and the humidity is on. I looked at my wife. I said, "How do people live here?" She goes, "Well, they were born here and they were raised here, so they're used to the climate." And I said, "The only time it feels really good down there is when it's freezing cold here. You know, when it's like in the wintertime. You go down there, man, it's like it is out in California. It's like 70 degrees, 68 degrees. It gets to about 58 or 60 degrees in Florida, man. You see people wrapped up in coats, you know, and I was like, what? But that's just a different climate, it's just the way it is.
I know.
So, but it's just weird. And here it's just it's like there's no in between here anymore. Either it's hot or it's cold. One or the other. It's like, where is the fall and the spring? It's like it's not even around anymore, man. It's just crazy. So
yeah.
All right, Big Dan. Big Dan said he had to split. All right, man. Thank you, Big Dan, for being here. It was good to see you again, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah. I haven't seen Big Dan in a long time, man. That's cool. Yeah, I can see my EVH sign clearly now. It doesn't say HV3. It says EVH. So yeah, that did come from the Van Halen store. I had somebody send me a message last Friday and asked me where did I get that, I should say. And I said I got it from the Van Halen store. And now I ain't gonna lie to you, I was kind of sort of shocked at the price, but then again I was like, well, I want that sign. I'd love to have the sign. The price was good, except they got me where they get you is on the shipping. That's where it got me.
It's made of tin, right?
Yeah. It's made of tin, so it's nice for what it is. I was just kind of like, man, golly, but I wanted it. I thought it would look cool back there, and it with the collectibles above it. And if you look right here, there's my new Ace Frehley figure, the Spaceman, right there.
Look at that.
Got him hanging up right there, and so it's kind of cool to point this stuff out now that it's not backwards. There is a lightsaber right there. That's a green lightsaber right there. Right there.
Can you hear me? Am I on?
Yeah. Oh, I got you.
Okay. Cool. Right, I changed. There. I went from this is what I was using.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
Holy crap.
I need a new phone now.
It's time to go back to the Apple store. Oh my God.
Well, no, I've got a nice case, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
Dang it. Squeeze me into that DeLorean so I can go back to Prime Day yesterday and get a new phone, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Golly. Oh, man. Crazy.
Oh, there I am. Cool. So there you guys, yeah. That was a little bit of behind the scenes of what's behind the door there.
Yeah.
Most people have no idea what's back there, but if you're watching this, now you know.
That's right. Behind the scenes. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man.
You ever seen Nesdal's special called Behind the Jeans?
Oh God. No, sure don't.
He's got a segment on there called Nesdal's Nudes. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh God. He's supposed to be he's taking a trip pretty soon, I think. Right?
Yeah, him and Desiree, they're going to be down in Texas in like a week or 2 weeks or something, and right. I commented on that. I think it was Desiree's post. I commented saying, "Hey, well, what I was gonna say, hey, if you guys stay a month, maybe I'll see you because I'm going to be down there in a month. In a month, 2 weeks, a month from now. No, 3 weeks. I don't know.
You're going to be you'll be where in a few weeks in Texas?
I'll be at Desiree's dad's house, but she won't be there.
Oh wow.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'll be in Texas. I'll be in Texas as well. I'll be in Austin.
Oh, okay, cool.
Speaking, oh wow, it just popped up. Van Halen Archive just uploaded the Dallas Free 1991 Van Halen show to YouTube. We were talking about Texas. There it is.
Yeah, is that when they did the makeup show outside when they
yeah.
back?
Yeah.
That's I've seen that. I've seen that on YouTube, but it was the quality wasn't that great, but it's still awesome to watch. They was outside.
Mm-hmm.
Sully Dude 24. He said it sounded like the dreaded iPhone slap of death, Johnny, when you dropped your phone.
That's exactly what it was. It was the iPhone. Well, you saw it. Somebody chopped that up and put it in the Discord. That was classic. Yeah, but it's fine though. I mean, it's totally cool because I've got this Mophie case.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem though with these cases is I use this case and my phone gets super hot.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I switched over to this, because I'm out there, like this, and I felt my phone because I went to mute myself, for coughing and stuff, and my phone like burns my finger.
Holy smokes, man!
So
you don't want that thing catching on fire. I remember they had that with some of the Note series phones a while back. They had what was it, the Note 5 or 6 or something, and it caught on fire. They had to actually discontinue that line quick and recall all those phones. And I was like, holy smokes, man. So I didn't go back to the Note series. I went ahead and got something different. And because I had a Note series for a long time. The Note 3? Yeah, I had that, and it was great. And then when it come time to upgrade, the phone before that was the one that caught on fire. And the one they have now is supposed to be the one that's okay. And I was like, I think I'll just go with the 8 Plus. That's what I got. I like it better. I said I don't have to worry about no little stylus pen like the Note series had. I said I never use it anyway, so I'll just get with the 8 Plus. So that's what I did. My wife upgraded not long ago. She got the same phone. She likes it.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
It's really cool, man. I still got just under a year to pay this phone off because they, put you on that 2-year plan, right? And they make you pay so much a month or whatever. And I had to. Yeah, there's Johnny in the chat. Yeah, I had to take somebody out of the chat. Somebody under a assumed name on the channel.
Who, Amy?
Yeah. I was like, I think I know who that is. So, bloop, and it's not a female. So I know who that is. Somebody trying to screw me over. Yeah, I know who that is. So, yeah, man.
Nesdal. I know it's not Nesdal because he's not awake yet.
No,
I know that for a fact.
No, it's not Nesdal. Nesdal ain't done nothing to me at all. But yeah, man. So I still got a little bit longer to go. I love this phone though. This is a good phone. I've no issues with it. It has a slight crack on the screen that's barely visible. My wife was backing up to park one day, and I was helping her back up because she was getting close to these brick columns out here on the house, and I was helping her back up, so I didn't want her to hit it. And I was telling her to stop. When I went like this, my phone slipped, and it fell. And when it did, I stuck my foot out to try to catch my phone or break the fall up, literally, and it fell off, boom, boom, and hit the concrete, and it put that slight crack on it. I was like, man, daggone. So,
was it in a case?
It's in a case, but the case only protects the back part of the phone. It's not. It's not a. It didn't have a full case, which I used to have one of those, and on my old phone, and I never had a problem because I dropped it a few times and it never hurt nothing. But this time,
yeah, it's that case that you have. I hate to say it, but that case is just for looks.
It is for looks. That's why I liked it.
Oh man, what the case that I have here?
It's an OtterBox case, probably.
Well, the Mophie.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me see if I can myself. Okay, look real closely. You can see how the sides of the case are raised over the screen, just very, very slightly.
Right, protects it. Yeah,
it protects it. Like when it fell off my tripod, it landed on its face.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that lining, This doesn't actually touch, so it's fine.
Right. Yeah.
The only way if it landed like that, if it out there, we've got a gravel driveway. If it was to fall and hit face down out there, that would do some damage. But on a flat surface, it's cool.
Right.
It's fine.
Yeah, I've had those issues before, but and I had a OtterBox case that covered the whole phone and everything on my old phone, and actually I was wanting to get something like that for this phone, and at the time they didn't have it because these phones were new. They might have one now, so it might pay to look into that. But I'm real careful with my phone. I'm real careful with it, but anything could happen at any time. It could slip out of your hand, and you just never know. My stepdaughter, her phone had a hairline crack in it like mine. Like mine is, you really can't see it unless you look really hard. It's not really that visible. But she had a hairline crack in hers, and she went to go trade hers in so she could get a new phone, and they wouldn't give her nothing because it had that hairline crack on the screen. The phone has to be pretty much in immaculate condition, and it's like my old phone. It was in immaculate condition when I traded it in, so I could upgrade because I had it in that OtterBox case all the time. So it was great. But now I know that if I wanted to trade this in a little early, it wouldn't matter because it's got that hairline crack that's barely visible, but it's there. And because they inspect it like a fine tooth comb, or with a fine tooth comb when you trade a phone in, when just like with a car. Any dents and dings on your car is just going to degrade the trade-in value, and so.
Yeah, mine. You can see where I kind of dropped mine, like without the case, right on the side here. I don't know if you can see that little chip on the edge.
Yeah,
that's the only. Yeah, because I'm thinking about getting I've got the 5S. The iPhone, and I'm thinking of getting a new phone pretty soon. I'm trying to figure out what I need. If I really need a new phone or a new laptop, which you can't see. I've got a laptop sitting here. Do I need a new phone, a new laptop, or a new actual tower, a new computer? So I'm trying to figure out which I need. Basically,
I've always heard that if you get a more powerful router, for your Wi-Fi, I heard that what makes a lot of difference. That's what I've always heard.
Actually, we just got a new router today. Actually, we're going to set it up tonight.
Oh, okay.
Because if we don't do that, starting tomorrow, I'll have no internet. That thing's being turned off.
Yeah.
Tomorrow because it has a defect. And so I guess it's getting recalled or replaced or whatever. And actually, so we have a new router here, modem, or
it's a router. Yeah.
So that actually needs to get set up tonight.
Now, is that the same model? You just replace it with the same one, or is it an upgraded version?
I haven't opened the box yet.
Oh, okay. Either way, it doesn't matter because either way, your stuff is always really, really clear. The audio is always really good. The video is always really good. So you don't have any issues at all. Just real quick, John, here's a testament to the OtterBox cases. And Mark Taylor says, I love my OtterBox. My phone would have been destroyed at least 4 times if not for the OtterBox case. Yeah, Ben Coombs, I use OtterBox on all my phones. They paid for themselves multiple times. Yeah, same here.
OtterBox?
Otter, like an otter, OTTER, like the animal. The otter looks almost like a beaver.
The beaver box.
Yeah.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow. The only thing we tried an OtterBox. We had a what's the phone that you use?
The phone I have is the Samsung Galaxy 8 Plus.
Samsung, yeah, we had one of those here for a while, and we had an OtterBox on there, and the only thing that we didn't like about that was maybe it was a waterproof one or whatever, and it covers the entire phone, and so anytime you try to listen through sound, like a video, it sounds muffled.
Yeah, yeah. You have to.
The sound wasn't good.
Yeah, the speaker was covered up. Yeah,
Yeah.
The every time I've had the you have to make sure you get the proper case and look at all the cutouts and all that. And every time I got one, it was perfect. I didn't have an issue with the speaker or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
that's good.
Yeah, so it was right. You know, but they do pay for themselves. Absolutely, they work very well.
Mm-hmm.
Very happy with mine. So, all right. So, are you? You say you're going live later with Ron Johnson later on this evening.
Rob, I think it was Rob.
I know. You always said Ron, so I just thought I would go along with you. So
was it Ron? I can't. You know, there's two of them. You know, they're twins.
Oh, that's right. He's got.
We don't know which one we get. We get one of them.
I forget.
Yeah. Well, I told him what I told him was, because I know he's not watching this, but sometimes he'll say, "Yeah, let's go on," and then you create the session, you do all the promotion. He doesn't show up.
Oh no,
that's happened. That's happened too many times. So I'm not promoting it at all. So when I texted him back, I'm like, okay, well, text me when you're ready. When you're sitting there, when you're ready to go, let me know, and we'll do it. Otherwise, yeah. So just look for something maybe around 8 o'clock Eastern, maybe.
Okay.
And if not, you know,
you haven't lost anything.
No big. Yeah.
Right. Awesome deal. All right. I got to wrap this up, Johnny. I got to go. It's 3:15. I get ready to roll out of here. Again, thank you, Johnny, for being here. Thank you for joining this live broadcast, man. Appreciate it very much.
Oh, thanks for getting me out of bed.
Yeah.
I literally, that's what you did. You texted me and I wasn't totally sleeping, but I was, you know, and I thought, well, okay, this gives me a good reason to get out of bed today. And
oh, good.
I'm up.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you to everybody in the chat, man, who was there, who popped in. And thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Y'all be sure to tune in to Johnny Beane TV tonight on YouTube. If he goes live, it'll be around 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Check him out. Check out Ben Coombs. Check out Jim Guidry's channel, Dave Byron. All these channels are awesome, man. Check them out. There's a great little community we have here, and we have a lot of fun. Be sure to check the links below in this video for more information on social media, t-shirts, music, all that cool stuff. This is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV. Again, thank you, Johnny. Hope you have a great day, man. Be safe out there.
Thank you, man. I think I'm gonna be hitting up the Taco Bell. I'm thinking it has to be done. So
sounds good.
I think that's where I'm on my way over there. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. I know where I'm not going. I'm not going to Bojangles.